everybody, today we're going to be doing a Kickstarter prototype preview of Fruit Ninja Card Master. It's one of a trio of Fruit Ninja themed games that's headed to Kickstarter shortly from Lucky Duck. They're the folks who did Vikings Gone Wild, and they've sort of got this thing where they're turning apps into board games, which is cool because we've seen the opposite, turning board games into apps before, but rarely in this direction. But I did say Kickstarter prototype preview, so let's get that prototype preview alarm rolling.
Wee-oo.
Fantastic. Remember, everything you're seeing, it's in prototypal form. Essentially, Card Master is a fast-playing, extremely fast-playing, real-time card flipping deck building game that has up to 4 players slicing fruit and gathering points as quickly as they can. It's fun and it's light. I mean, we played it literally, in under 10 minutes sometimes. But the real question, I suppose, is, does it really capture the Fruit Ninja feel? Do you feel like you're slicing through big piles of fruit and scoring huge points by the end of it? Well, actually, yes. And let's take a look at it. As I said before, Fruit Ninja Card Master has a real-time component and a deck-building component. We're going to take a quick look at the real-time component first, because it's kind of the meat of the game. And what you see here these are the dojo cards, and dojo cards depict a few different things. First of all, each dojo has a starting fruit. Each one has a scoring track for the player in first place in that dojo, and the rest. And each dojo might have some special rules that involve either scoring or penalties, and we'll kind of get to that in a minute. Everybody has their deck, and your deck has 2 spots on your player board, and essentially what the main game mechanism is during the real-time phase, you're going to be flipping back and forth through your deck, searching for the cards you need to slice the fruit. And slicing fruit is what it's all about. Also, just to show you over here, this is the demo of the Fruit Ninja Card Master Timer app that will be available as well, and it provides just a really simple and nice way of keeping track of the real-time elements of the game. So if I hit start, get the countdown, and then we go. And everybody's playing simultaneously, flipping through their deck, looking for the cards necessary to cut the fruit. The top of the card shows the fruit that is being cut, and then the bottom of the card shows the next fruit in line. So if I want to cut this pineapple, I need this card that shows a pineapple being cut, but then it shows a banana. I've got a card here that shows a banana being cut, so I'll do that. I'll add it to that pile. Oh yeah, I can cut this coconut. I've got a coconut being cut. And then I've got something to cut a pineapple, but then, strawberry. And of course, this is going to go on with other players adding to these piles at the exact same time, which means you may not have the luxury of knowing what it is that's happening, because you'll look down to look at your cards, and then all of a sudden the card that you were looking for is no longer there because somebody cut it. Interestingly, the round isn't over when the timer goes off. The round is over as soon as somebody decides that it's over after the timer is finished. Now everybody's done. So let's say that the round ended here. The timer went off, and then somebody tapped to Ninja, and we're done. And so we're going to evaluate each of the dojos one by one to see who's in first place in that dojo, and everybody else is going to get whatever the runner-up prize is. Each dojo is evaluated individually, and the way you evaluate it is that each fruit that a player sliced in that dojo essentially gives them 1 point, so each card that they've added to the column gives them 1 point, and then there may be bonuses or even penalties depending on the dojo that you're in. So let's look at this first dojo, for example. It looks like a tie because green has sliced 2 and red has sliced 2, and if it was a tie, then both players would get the highest bonus. However, in this particular dojo, sliced strawberries are worth an extra point, and because green sliced a strawberry, they're considered as having 3 as opposed to red's 2, and so they would get the 5-star fruit that is the first place bonus for this dojo. Everybody else would get the second place. In this dojo, for example, it looks like green has run away with it. They've got 2 to red's 1. However, sliced strawberries and sliced pineapples count as bombs in this particular dojo. And it seems that green has thoughtlessly sliced a pineapple and therefore all of their connected cards would be destroyed. Now, had they taken the opportunity to spend a bomb elimination token, they would be safe, unless, of course, another player played a bomb token, and so on and so forth. There's a little bit of a take that element, but honestly, everybody's moving so fast, it's kind of hard to keep track. So red would take this instance, and red would also take this instance too, because the special ability of this dojo didn't actually come into play. There are 2 rewards that you'll be getting from your dojos. It'll either be Starfruit, which are currency that you're going to use to buy better cards, or you'll get straight up golden apples, which are victory points. Finally, between rounds, you're going to get to the whole deck building part of it. And essentially, each player in turn order is going to have an opportunity to spend some of the Starfruit that they've accrued from winning at dojos to upgrade the cards. Everybody starts with a basic deck of cards, and there are an array of cards on offer each game. And now, mind you, these are sort of the basic cards that are on offer. There are already a few other sort of options that you can swap in and out to add variety as you play, or rather as you play subsequent games. And these cards are simply better than the cards that are in your starting deck. For example, this card slices 2 types of fruit. This card gives you a bonus if you're the one who has sliced strawberries, for example. And this kind of card says if you come in first place in a dojo, you get 2 extra Starfruit on top of whatever else the first place player gets. And if you came in second or third or fourth, you're going to get at least 1 extra Starfruit. Each deck comes with a fixed number of cards, and there are a couple of junk cards to begin with, and you'll actually be removing these cards when you add new ones. So the first 2 are gimmies because they're just junk. They're filler cards that kind of gum up your deck. But after that, you're going to have to decide which of these cards you want to get rid of in order to replace them with the more advanced cards. And of course, you can also add cards that will let you drop bombs on players and let you negate the bombs that other players and the dojos are dropping on you. It's a simple part of the strategy, but you'd be shocked at how important it is to have this small deck of cards be exactly what you need it to be during that frantic real-time period of cycling through the deck and dropping cards onto fruit to slice them. And that's Fruit Ninja Card Master. It's a lot of fun, actually. We had a good time with it. It's a tiny bit more strategic than you think it's going to be, because you do want to prioritize the dojos that are going to help you the most or get you the card you want, but ultimately it's about getting the most points, and ultimately it is about cycling through your deck really fast, matching those fruit cards as efficiently as possible, and keeping on top of the bombs and other obstacles like your fellow players. And we definitely thought it was more fun with more players. It played fine at 2, but it really ramped up when it had a couple of extra players to really add the chaos, and that's what makes this sort of game a good time. I say we liked it. I wish I could. I don't know really where Jess is. I wanted to get her input during the course of this review, but she had a good time with it too, she tells me, so you'll just have to kind of take my word for it. Anyway, be on the lookout for the Fruit Ninja Card Master Kickstarter, and check it out when you see it, because we really think this one could be a fun light addition to your game library. My name's Andrew, this is Gameosity, I don't know where Jess is, and we'll see you next game.
Hey there, thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, give us a like and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next game.